Mental Health Tips 101 from an almost licensed therapist. Do you know that there are 1.1 billion people across the globe who suffer from mental health disorders? This means that having a mental health disorder or illness is incredibly common worldwide. As the population grows, testing increases, and people reach out for help in greater numbers, these numbers continue to rise and will continue to rise. And so it's more important than ever that we continue breaking down the stigma and we continue creating safe spaces where we can accept mental health disorders and illnesses and help people through them, because we are all going to go through it, experience it, whether it's for ourselves or somebody that we know and love. It's really important to remember that mental health disorders come from a combination of things. This is why we talk about the biopsychosocial model, right? So our biology, our psychological, our mind, right? And our social aspects of life, who we were raised by, where we were raised, our life experiences. All of these things have a role to play in whether or not we develop a mental health disorder or illness, whether we show signs, the types of signs we see, the severity, all things like that. So this is why these things can vary greatly for many different people, depending on who you are and where you're from, and your circumstances can play a big role. Now, a couple of the biggest things I see are people not being able to recognize that the experiences, the distortions, the thoughts that they're having and experiencing when they're in mental illness are symptoms. They're symptoms of the disease and their side effects. And these are things that we can treat and that we can improve. A lot of this starts with being able to identify our emotions, to understand that emotions are natural and normal, and they're not things that we choose, they're things that happen. But what we can choose is how we respond, how we react when we have those big emotions, what they mean, and what we can do with them to be productive rather than to bring ourselves even greater strife or difficulties. Learning to identify your emotions, what they are, and then where they came from, we can really put those thoughts on trial. And we can say, is this relevant? Is this okay? Is this normal? Is this necessary? Is this true? Is this thought real? Is this something that I need to hold on to so tightly? Chances are not, and it's probably holding you back from pursuing things that can bring you to your true potential, to greater happiness. So if you're struggling, know it's okay. You're not alone. There are things that we can do. We don't have to listen to naysayers, but look up information, get to know things, research. I'm here for you.